In a world where fairy tales are told, one damsel is rewriting the rules. Welcome to a tale not of rescue, but of resilience. Today, we're diving into the heart of Damsel, a cinematic journey where the princess is her own savior. A story that unfolds centuries later in a faraway land, where Elodie, played by the ever-charismatic Millie Bobby Brown, defies the dragon and destiny itself. Stay with us as we unravel the layers of this fantasy adventure, where every twist is a turn away from the expected. Why should you keep watching? Because we're about to reveal the lesser-known intricacies that make Damsel a modern classic in the making. Welcome to Movies Review, the channel where silver screens meet in-depth analysis. If you're hungry for a fresh take on the movies you love, hit that subscribe button and join us on this cinematic quest. Before we talk about the enchanted forests or the hidden castles, let's linger on the edges of possibility. Imagine a world where the threads of fate are spun not by ancient crones, but by the choices of a young woman named Elodie. In the opening scenes, we find her in a meadow, wildflowers brushing against her ankles. The camera pans upward, revealing a sky that seems to hold secrets. Elodie's eyes, wide, curious, reflect the same questions we harbor. What if destiny isn't a fixed path, but a constellation of choices? As the story unfolds, we're drawn into a dance of light and shadow. Elodie's footsteps echo through ancient corridors, and we wonder, is she the hero or the harbinger of chaos? The film's pacing mirrors our heartbeat, sometimes frantic, sometimes steady. We're teased with glimpses of other characters: the enigmatic sorceress who weaves spells like spider silk, the brooding knight with a sword that sings of forgotten battles. Each encounter leaves us yearning for more, like a traveler who stumbles upon a hidden oasis in a desert. And then there's the music, the haunting melody that lingers even after the credits roll. It's as if the composer plucked notes from our dreams and wove them into the film's fabric. But let's not forget the unsung heroes, the costume designers who stitched magic into Elodie's cloak, the set decorators who whispered secrets into the castle walls. As we journey deeper, we'll uncover hidden chambers, cryptic runes, and perhaps a love story that defies time itself. But for now, let's keep our lanterns burning and our eyes wide open, because in this tale, the damsel isn't waiting for rescue. She's writing her own destiny. Before we talk about the intricate tapestry of Damsel's narrative, let's pause to reflect on the initial impressions it leaves. The anticipation for a film starring Millie Bobby Brown is always high. Given her knack for bringing depth to fantastical roles, Damsel promised a journey not just of escape, but of empowerment, and it delivers precisely that, a story where the damsel in distress trope is turned on its head. Walking into this film, expectations were a mix of skepticism and excitement. The genre has been revisited time and again, but Damsel beckoned with the promise of something new. It was not just the lure of high stakes and dragons. It was the potential of a narrative that celebrated the heroine's agency. From the opening scene, Damsel establishes itself as a visual and emotional spectacle. The film doesn't shy away from the darker elements of its fairy tale inspirations, yet it's imbued with a modern sensibility that resonates with today's audience. It's a delicate balance, one that Damsel manages to maintain throughout its runtime. The overall impression is one of a film that knows its strengths and plays to them well. It's a cinematic experience that's as much about the journey as it is about the destination, and it's this journey that we'll explore further, without giving away the treasures that await at its end. Before we talk about the grandeur of castles and the roar of dragons, let's turn our attention to the heart and soul of Damsel, its characters. Millie Bobby Brown's portrayal of Elodie is nothing short of captivating. She brings a fierce determination to a role that could easily have been another damsel in distress stereotype. Her transformation from a secluded woodcutter to a cunning survivor is both believable and inspiring. The supporting cast also delivers performances that are as layered as the film's rich tapestry. Ray Winston, as Lord Bayford, exudes a leonine presence, offering a nuanced portrayal of a father torn between protecting his daughters and his duty to his people. Nick Robinson's Prince Henry charms with ease, but it's the complexity of his character that will leave viewers pondering his true intentions long after the film ends. And then there's the dragon, voiced with a smoky menace by Shohreh Aghdashloo. Her performance adds a depth to the creature that is rare in fantasy films. It's not just a beast to be slain. It's an ancient being with a story of its own. Brooke Carter, as Floria, Elodie's younger sister, brings a sweetness and light to the screen that contrasts beautifully with the darker elements of the story. Her bond with Elodie is the emotional anchor of the film, and Carter's performance ensures that this relationship feels both real and deeply touching. The characters in Damsel are crafted with care, each adding a thread to the overall narrative. They are not mere players in Elodie's story, but individuals with their own paths, desires, and destinies. As we peel back the layers of their personas, we find that they are as complex and intriguing as the world they inhabit. Before we talk about the hidden chambers and the echoes of ancient prophecies, let's unravel the delicate threads that weave Damsel's plot. The film opens with Elodie, a woodcutter's daughter, gathering herbs in the moon-kissed forest. Her life seems ordinary, yet there's a spark in her eyes, an unspoken longing for adventure. We're drawn into her world, where the rustle of leaves waves hide secrets, and the wind carries whispers of destiny.
Elodie's path intersects with Prince Henry's, a chance encounter that sets the wheels of fate spinning. Their banter is both playful and charged, hinting at a connection deeper than mere curiosity. But this isn't your typical royal romance. There's a sorceress in the shadows, her motives veiled in mist. As Elodie unravels the ancient scrolls, she discovers forgotten spells and cryptic warnings. The castle walls echo with secrets, and we're left wondering who holds the key to unraveling them. The climax arrives like a tempest. Elodie faces the dragon, a creature not of scales and fire, but of memories and regrets. Here, the film takes a daring turn. Instead of a sword, Elodie wields her wit, challenging the very concept of heroism. The twist isn't in the battle itself, but in the revelation that the dragon guards not gold, but memories, fragments of lost lives. Elodie's choice, to slay or to listen, defines her journey. And as the credits roll, we're left pondering our own choices, our own dragons. The sorceress isn't the antagonist we expect. Her motives are as tangled as her raven hair. The dragon's lair holds not treasure, but echoes of forgotten tales. Prince Henry's true intentions remain a tantalizing enigma. Elodie's initial reluctance to adventure, a classic trope. The castle's hidden passages leading to revelations. In Damsel, the plot isn't a straight path. It's a labyrinth where every step reveals both danger and wonder. Stay with us as we explore further, leaving breadcrumbs of curiosity along the way. Before we talk about the echoes of dialogue and the crescendo of the score, let's cast a light on the visual artistry of Damsel. Even without the embellishment of visual clips, the film's visual style stands as a testament to the power of storytelling through the lens. The cinematography, crafted by Larry Fong, is a character in its own right, painting each scene with a palette that speaks of dark fairy tales and whispered legends. The camera work is a dance between shadow and light, where every frame is meticulously composed to tell a story beyond words. Unique shots, such as the sun-gazing sequence, are not just visually stunning, but also symbolic, reflecting Elodie's inner journey from darkness to enlightenment. The use of Brothers Grimm-esque aesthetics provides a backdrop that is at once familiar and unsettling, inviting the audience to look closer, to peer beyond the surface. The visual choices are bold and deliberate, from the shiny healing bugs that offer a glimmer of hope in the darkest of places, to the display of princess corpses that serve as a chilling reminder of the grim reality within the fairy tale. These elements, combined with the crisp themes of the narrative, create a cinematic experience that lingers long after the screen fades to black. In Damsel, the absence of visual clips does not diminish the film's impact. Rather, it highlights the importance of every other sensory detail that brings this dark fantasy to life. As we continue to explore the film, let's keep our minds open to the visual poetry that unfolds before us, even in the absence of motion. Before we talk about the final bow and the dimming of the lights, let's delve into the rich tapestry of themes and messages woven throughout Damsel. This film is a crucible of social commentary, emotional depth, and philosophical musings, all cloaked in the guise of a fairy tale. The Gilded Cage. Elodie's initial enchantment with the royal kingdom represents the allure of a seemingly perfect life, but as the narrative unfolds, the film peels back the layers of this illusion, revealing the rot beneath the gold. It's a poignant reminder that what glitters is not always good, and that true value often lies beneath the surface. The Dragon's Whisper. In a pivotal moment, Elodie chooses to listen rather than fight, to understand rather than conquer. This choice is emblematic of the film's message about the power of empathy and the strength found in seeking peace over conflict. The Rise from Ashes. Damsel charts Elodie's transformation from a pawn in a grander scheme to the architect of her own fate. The film celebrates her journey of empowerment as she learns to navigate a world that underestimates her at every turn. The Kingdom's Facade. The opulence of the kingdom is contrasted with the moral bankruptcy of its rulers. Damsel challenges the notion that wealth equates to virtue, and instead posits that character is defined by actions, not possessions. The Echoes in the Caves. Though Elodie is capable of surviving on her own, the film underscores the importance of seeking help when needed. It's a celebration of human connection and the shared strength that comes from unity. The Unquenchable Flame. Above all, Damsel is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's a narrative that champions the idea that no matter the darkness we face, there is always a path forward, always a chance for renewal. In Damsel, the themes and messages are not just subtext, they are the heartbeat of the story. They pulse through every scene, every choice, and every character, inviting us to reflect on our own lives and the world around us. As we prepare to step out of the theater of Damsel's world, we carry with us the echoes of its lessons, resonating long after the final credits. Before we talk about the rhythm of Damsel and the seamless dance between scenes, let's explore the heartbeat of pacing and the brushstrokes of editing. The Lively Waltz. The film opens with a brisk tempo, a flurry of questions and glimpses. Elodie's footsteps in the forest set the the rhythm, urging us to keep pace. We're drawn into her world, where every heartbeat counts. The intimate adagio. As Elodie enters the castle, the pace shifts, conversations linger, eyes meet, and the air thickens. It's a deliberate slowdown, allowing us to savor the tension. We're no longer spectators. We're eavesdroppers in a grand ballroom of secrets. The Allegro Furioso. The climax races toward us, a crescendo of choices, revelations, and dragons. The editing titans, each cut a heartbeat. We're breathless, caught in the whirlwind of Elodie's decisions. The invisible thread. The transitions are seamless, like stitches binding a quilt. We move from forest to castle, from whispered confessions to ancient scrolls, without jarring leaps. The editor's hand is gentle yet precise, guiding our gaze. The montage of memories. Flashbacks are woven into the narrative, not as interruptions but as echoes. The editing blurs the lines between past and present, leaving us suspended in time. We glimpse Elodie's childhood, the sorceress's cryptic smile, and the dragon's eyes, all in a delicate dance of frames. The final fade. As the film concludes, the last cut lingers. Elodie's choice hangs in the air, and we're left with the taste of bittersweet resolution. The screen fades, but the story continues within us. In Damsel, pacing and editing are not mere technicalities. They're the brushstrokes that color our emotions. So, let's keep our eyes peeled for the hidden cues, the silent whispers, and the artistry that binds it all together. As our journey through the enchanting and treacherous world of Damsel comes to a close, we're left with more than just a story. We're left with a legacy, a testament to the power of choice, the strength of character, and the enduring light of hope. This film, with its twists and turns, its depth and dazzle, reminds us that every one of us has the power to rewrite our own tales, to be the heroes of our own adventures. Thank you for joining us on this cinematic exploration. If you found yourself lost in the world of Damsel, enchanted by its message, and moved by its characters, then our mission is complete. Don't forget to subscribe to Movies Review for more deep dives into the films that move us, shake us, and shape our world. Until next time, keep the spirit of Damsel alive in your own stories, and may your paths be ever filled with wonder.